Good morning, everyone. We are finally back in the big spreader again. She is fixed, she is alive and doing well. And I can tell you, it is such a luxury to be in here again. We've got bigger screens, more automation, we've got different cameras. It's a more comfortable ride because we have actually suspension in here. And so this is really nice being back in the big spreader again. So yeah, we're doing a bit of spreading today, but the wind is picking up a bit. So I'm afraid very soon we'll have to pull up because the wind is getting a bit worse today, and it just blows the product all over the paddock except the places that you want it to go. So yeah, a little bit of spreading. We're gonna do a little bit of rock picking. The rock picking itself is finished. Now it's just whenever we work the paddocks and we find the rock, that's the ones we have to pick up now. So yeah, last couple of days we've done a lot of spreading, so I have a map in my mind where to go and where like a couple of rocks are that desperately needs to be picked up before harvest. I'll probably show a bit more of the big spreader in next week's video, because I don't think this week is going to be good anymore to do more spreading because of the wind. So yeah, that will have to wait for next week. But I'll take you guys with me today what we're going to do. You wouldn't really say when you look outside now, but the wind has picked up quite a bit, so much so that we had to put the spreader back in the sheds. So we're doing a bit of rock picking. I've got the utes. I went out to Waddles, so there should be one rock here in Waddles. Then across the road in Wattle Hill there's one or two rocks, and then we'll go back to Bald Head, and there's a little patch that we haven't done yet. And yeah, pick them up now, and then we'll see you after that what we're gonna do then. So this one here in Wattle Hill, if I remember correctly, there is my tram lines or my wheel tracks, so they're going up here and up here now from the spreader. There should be a track going that way, or a wheel tracks, and it's on one of those tracks about 100 meters into the paddock if I remember it correctly, and it should be up on those trees here somewhere. So let's see if we can find tracks going. Okay, so that was one pair of tracks, but it's not that one yet. There should be another one up here. Yeah, that's another pair of tracks. So that's the next one then. Let's see. Here it is. All right. So along these wheel tracks here, there should be a pretty big rock. Found it. So it was a bit further up than I had in mind, but on that side there it is. Yeah, so you don't really want to hit this one at harvest time with your header, because that will do a bit of damage. Like it's a solid rock. Alright, so this adventure turned out to be a bit more fruitful than I had imagined, but as you can see, we'll go outside. The back of the ute is quite full with all the stones here, and there's even one I can't pick up that's too heavy on my own. So we either have to get the rock picker back in here, or I reckon with the two people we can lift it up. But yeah, so that's everything now. Patch is done, all the other rocks from the other paddocks are done, so I'll just find a nice place, probably up there in the bush somewhere. Dump the rocks and go back to the sheds, and then see what the next activity for today is. Alright, back at the sheds. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a couple trailers inside. We're gonna check the wheel bearings, So we take the end cap off, check inside if there's still enough grease, if there's a bit of play on the axle, do them up, and then do that with all the trailers so that we know they're done and they're good for harvest. I don't think we're going to use that one for harvest, but in general the trailers are good for harvest, and then we can focus on other jobs. So yeah, I'll be doing the big trailer. That trailer is already done, and then we probably do like the new fuel trailer and the air compressor trailer as well. We'll be definitely be using those two at harvest time. But no, we'll start with a big one, and then I'll show you guys what we're doing along the way. Alright, so we have jacked it up, put a jag underneath the axle to off the ground, and what we'll do now is we'll just push it and pull it back and forth, and as you can see and probably hear as well, this one has a lot of play in the bearings. So now we need to open the end cap, see how the bearings look like, see how the grease inside looks like, and probably nip the bearings up. And so that's what we're going to do on all four wheels, and then the other two trailers. So we're going to be pretty busy for today and probably a bit tomorrow as well. Alright, so the wheel is off the axle, so that's up there, and I've got a wheel bearing up here, and it's pretty dry, so it should be completely covered in grease. So, but yeah, it looks still good. Like it's still turning, it doesn't grind or anything. So that means we will be cleaning everything up, put degreaser on it, put new grease in it, and then tighten it up again, and that should be good to go. But it's going to be a messy job, this. So everything is cleaned up now, and I had to wait for the big trailer because bearings were not too well on that, and also grease. So the other boys went to town and got some more of that stuff. And in the meantime, I pulled that one apart as well. So it's a big mass of wheels, tires everywhere, clean parts, dirty parts, broken parts. So I've got a bit of everything going on there. But yeah, what I said, everything is clean now, so I'm just waiting on those parts, and then probably after the weekend I will be putting everything back together now. So what we do then is, so these are broken bearings, but we just fill the bearings with grease and then put together with everything here, put it all back on the axle, put the wheel back on there, put a bit of grease in the wheel up there, and that should be it. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that after the weekend. So that's probably a Monday job. So I'm just gonna clean this up, and then I think it will be time to call it. And then yeah, what I said, we'll work on this after the weekend. But yeah, that is it for me now. Next week I'm gonna do another crop tour video, or no, yeah, I'm gonna do another crop tour. It's been a while since I've guys showed you the crops, and it's gotten really big now. Like flowers are starting to pop up, so that's really cool. And probably doing some other things, like I have no idea what next week is gonna bring us. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna finish this crop tour. That should be it for next week. And I'm gonna leave you guys here with this. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week again. See ya.